Okay, Sun in Leo, Moon in Pisces, Mercury in Virgo, Venus in Libra. So what you do is you just look up all of these signs. So you say, okay, Sun in Leo, what does that mean? Moon in Pisces, what does that mean? Mercury in Virgo, what does that mean? So like the sun is like your inner self, who you are.
So
I'm just being
would you
stupid.
look up the planets individually, or would you say like Sun, Leo, Moon, Pisces, and
I
like
would
would
do
they together
both.
means
I would do both. I would because every planet is different and represents something a different part of you. So like your moon is like your emotional self,
but I
your
mean,
deeper
do they
inner
do
self.
those Sun and Moon like do they affect each other, or
Yes,
so
and
like
like they do and they don't. Like it depends on. I mean, yes, they do because you are you and you are pulling energies from your sun and your moon. Like so,
oh yeah,
yes, they do, but
but
at the
like
same time,
so if I have a
say it again.
if I have like a Sun Leo and a Moon Pisces, does that mean that like is that would my Sun be different if it was like a different moon, but still had a Sun Leo?
If your sun was in Leo but your moon was somewhere else, then I I would say that the way you express emotions and creativity would probably be different. Like you might still I don't know. I don't really know like Leo. I don't really know that much about Leo. I don't really know that much about any sign except for Aquarius. I need to I should know more about Leo because my moon is in Leo. But um well, Leo I guess it's more like dramatic and creative and um what else about Leo? It's I don't know, it has to do
Brave
about like brave
leader, like a leader.
leader yes. Brave maybe. It depends. It's bold, I suppose. So yes, if you mean bold as in brave, then yeah, I think it can be um yeah, Leo energy is like I don't know, it's fixed fire. So it but it's I don't really know how to explain things in astrology. Is that horrible? Like
Well,
I
what do you
suck it
mean?
all
What do you mean
in,
by
but
fixed fire? Like, what's that?
okay, so it's a fire sign. So fire signs are like
Intense,
yes,
and like
they're
they like instead
they're
of never mind. But
they're
intense, though, right? And like
yeah, and
passionate.
yeah, passionate. That's a good word. They're passionate. They are driven, maybe. Um, yeah, they're more like determined. They're fiery. They're warm usually, like in like social situations. They are um I can't think of anything else. But yeah, so that's fire. And then fixed is the quality. So you can either be cardinal, which is the beginning of things, like you like to initiate things. You could be fixed, which is like more like a stubborn type of quality, or you can be mutable, which is more changeable. You're more likely to go with the flow. You're more mutable.
Wait, so I'm a fixed.
So I don't know. I'm trying to think of analogy for fixed fire, but I can't think of one. So like, okay, so Aries would be cardinal fire. That would be like lighting a fire, like they're starting a fire. So they're like gonna go places, gonna be direct, gonna start things, gonna be like, okay, let's go. They're gonna get things moving. Fixed fire is like the fire that's burning the brightest, right? Like it's already
Okay.
started and now it's like right in the middle of the biggest thing. And it's
So,
like, here I
so,
am, I'm fire and I'm burning everything in my path and I'm
so, fixed would be like, no, sorry, airy would be like, kind of like SE.
Aries can be SE, but so can Leo. Like I think that actually I feel like Aries and Leo can both be very SE like. I feel like they both have SE qualities to them. I feel like Sagittarius can have SE qualities to it too, which is the other fire sign. Um, but Sagittarius is it's more any in my personal opinion because it's more philosophical. It's more about learning. Um, it's more it's more like an intellectual fire. It's the fire right before it dies. It's the oldest fire. It's the fire that I don't know, but Sagittarius is supposedly like loves to explore, loves to travel, loves to like learn and like share that knowledge. It's ruled by Jupiter, so it's very like very good at teaching. It's very knowledgeable fire energy. It's the oldest fire energy. That makes sense. Whereas like Aries is like the baby fire. I don't know if this makes any sense at all. But anyway, so Leo is like, here I am, I'm amazing, and let's dance or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I think of when I think of Leo. I don't know. I wish I could think of some Leos, some famous Leos. I can look them up. Famous Leos. Let's see. Famous Leo celebrities. Barack Obama's a Leo. Interesting. Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez seems like a Leo. Yes, I like that one. Let me see who else seems like a Leo. Or do I think of Leo when I think of them? I mean, all these people are Leos, but oh, Sandra Bullock. She kind of reminds me of a Leo. Whitney Houston. Sure. She reminds me of a Leo. Anyway,
What type are you?
I'm an Aquarius. I am
So,
the
does that
opposite
mean you're a water
of you.
type?
Actually, no. Aquarius is an air sign. I know it's contradicting, but
Is Pisces a water sign?
yes, Pisces is a word
Okay,
sign.
that's good
Pisces is
because they
like
need water to
dripping.
survive
You
because
hate
they're fish.
water. You
No,
hate
I'm
water
saying
signs.
Pisces needs water to survive because they're fish.
Ah, yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like Leo energy. I mean, I don't know if I did a good job explaining it. Probably not, but yeah, that's just life.
Yeah, I see.
Um, so okay, what else were? Oh, your moon is in your moon. Is that where we were on? Or what were we talking about? What was the question that you originally asked me? Does your moon affect your sun? Does your sun affect your moon?
No, what? Well, I was just asking, like, should I look up Sun, Leo, Moon, Pisces, like together, as in the same search phrase, or should I just look up Sun, Leo, find out what that is, and then Moon, Pisces, and then find out what that is, like separately?
You should. Um, Here's the thing: you could look them up together, but you're not likely to find much.
Yeah, well, I found one thing.
Oh,
It
okay.
says Sun, Leo, Moon, Pisces, sweet
Okay.
talker. It says that I'm
Cool.
a sweet talker.
Are you a sweet talker?
No, I'm not much of a talker at all. Although I am very sweet. So they
Oh,
kind of got half of it right.
you're not. Yeah, you're not much of a talker. We should call Kodo. I would call him a sweet talker.
Why is that?
No, Kodo's a sun, Leo, Moon, Pisces. I would call him a sweet talker.
It says, you are a very fascinating Leo for sure, because of nobility and spirit and worldly charm, which makes you for a very interesting mixture. You possess self regard, dash, and a magnetic presence that intrigues people without you needing to brag. Your Pisces inner being is a very kind, tender, and unselfish one, but your Leo personality is ambitious, em- emphatic, aggressive, and attracted to leadership. I
Do
reckon
you
that's,
agree with any of this?
I would agree with that.
Most of it? You
Yeah,
know
I would.
what? You, you know why you come across as more of an introvert? Because you're a Taurus rising. That's why.
So if I was a Taurus setting,
Yeah, if you were a Taurus sitting, then you wouldn't be as stop. I'm just like, what did you say? Because you're no, because your Taurus is very like slow and more methodical and more.
deliberate.
Yes, that's a very good word.
I see.
And that's how you come across. You don't come across necessarily as stubborn though. Would you call yourself stubborn?
Um, so, sometimes, usually not, but sometimes I am. I mean,
Would you call yourself like do you like things a certain way that you like them and then you're like I don't really want to change these things much
um,
like that.
well,
I mean, not to say that you're not open to hearing other people, but like you don't necessarily want to change the way you do the things that you do.
I wouldn't say so, no.
Okay.
I mean, I like, if there's something that I like, I'll try and like replicate it, but I'll usually realize that, um, like it won't be as good the second time, sort of thing. And then just be like, oh, okay, whatever, and then try it, and then like move on, and then find something else that I like, and then try and replicate that again, and then it doesn't work.
Would you say that you have good leadership skills?
No, like I've never ever thought like any of I had any of the qualities of like Leo.
Do you would probably you probably will relate more to your moon then.
Pisces,
Yeah, you probably relate more to your moon sign
which is a water
than to
sign.
your sun sign. Well, yeah, but I mean, hey, you're a feeler, so
Isn't water like adaptable?
water is like emotional and
Uh,
deep. and intuitive. Not necessarily like young intuitive though, because I feel like intuitive in astrology and intuitive in MBTI mean two totally different things. Not totally different, but different enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, word signs are like, well, it depends on which word sign. But Pisces is more about like, I feel like it's more about like the collective consciousness or something like that. It's just like, it's kind of like caring for everybody, but like, or caring for humanity.
Like being a
But
part of, like being a part of something that's greater than themselves,
yeah,
and that's water types.
well, no, that's Pisces. Because Cancer is more like nurturing, like caring for family, caring for the home. And Scorpio is like, I don't even understand Scorpio. Scorpio is like the INFJ of astrology. I'm dead serious. Scorpio is like, I don't know. They're supposed to like feel the most, but like they're like, I don't really understand Scorpio. I said that. Um, I haven't done much research on it either. They're about like mysteries and mysteriousness and deep occult crap or something. Occult is not crap, but deep, like secretive stuff. They're very private or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really understand Scorpio. I haven't really done much research on it, to be honest, because I don't have any planets there. Well, that's not true. I have Pluto there, but I haven't done much research on Pluto. So either I haven't done much research on Pluto, I haven't done much research on Scorpio. Pluto rules Scorpio, so I don't really know anything about Scorpio or Pluto or the eighth house. So there.
Mm.
Yeah, anyway, most of my knowledge in astrology centers around my own birth chart. Not all of it, but most of it. Like if I have a planet somewhere, I'm like, oh yeah, I know about that energy. That's it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna look up your birth chart. More about your birth chart.
Okay, okay,
What? Okay.
okay. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I think I agree with the part where it's like the Pisces is like the inner being, and it's like it's all soft and like feely, and then Leo. No, sorry, the Pisces is like it's kind of the other way around.
You don't have any fire in your chart, but you have everything else. Oh well, that's not true. You're a fire sign, the Leo.
Well, so
But
like
the rest of your
Leo
chart
is the
is
only
like,
fire thing I have.
yeah, Leo's the only planet you have in a fire sign. Your moon's in water, your Mercury's in earth, your
Oh,
Venus is in air, your Mars is in water, your Jupiter's in water, Saturn's in water, Uranus, Neptune, and Capricorn, earth, Pluto's in water.
Well, I think that's what I kind of agree with. Like the Leo part being like the fire sign is
It's
like
almost like
the core of what I am, but everything else is like not Leo at all.
your fire is being washed away with all your water. It's like your water's just coming in and going
Wow.
and it's
Wow.
washing out your fire. No, I'm serious. You don't understand how many but astrologers they use like real world analogies to describe like personality. Like they'll be like, yeah, your water is doing this and your
Yeah.
fire is burning like this.
No,
Like
I
that's what
definitely
I
agree.
feel. Like that's what I feel about your birth chart. I feel like all of the dust from the earth and the water from the freaking water sign are just like washing out any fire that you would actually be portraying with
No,
your sun.
I 100% agree with that. I feel like I'm a fire that's trying to like burn at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, that's what you are. You're a fire
Yeah.
trying to burn at the bottom of the freaking ocean with your Pisces and Scorpio freaking
And
crap and
yeah,
Cancer and
God
Mars
damn
and
it.
Cancer and goodness gracious.
I'm never
The
gonna
only
get to
thing
be
help
my true fire self.
that's funny
I got the fucking
because
the worst possible astrology ever.
okay, let's look at your aspects. Let's see. Uh, Aspects is basically like the different angles between the planets. Like, okay, for example, your sun's in Leo. If your moon was in Leo at like the same degree or like very, very close within 5 degrees, because everything in astrology is in degrees, right? So, like,
Right.
Leo is 30 degrees, and then after that, Virgo goes for 30 degrees, and then such and goes for 30. So, anyway, so it's 360 all the way around, right? So, but so your sun is at 29 degrees Leo. If your moon was at it's not, but if your moon was at say 26 degrees Leo, that would be considered a conjunction. They're on top of each other.
Ah.
Yeah. So that's an example of an aspect. Yeah. So like let me see. That's one aspect. There are also squares, trines, sextiles, oppositions, which is basically they're in opposite signs from each other. Um, yeah, those are the important ones. So, Sun conjunct Mercury, but not really because there's 9 degrees in between. So, like, I don't really consider that a true conjunction. Just saying, personally. I consider, like, with me, and like from what I've read and what I've heard, like, in order for an aspect to be like a true aspect, it has to be 5 degrees or less. Like, especially like a conjunction in between the. Anyway, whatever. We'll keep going. Sun sextile Mars. So, like with a sextile, it's like. Wait, hold on. Where's your sun? Leo, Mars, and then Mars and then Cancer. I don't really know much about that at all, so I'm going to keep going. Where's one I know about? I don't know about any of these, but let's just see. You have a lot of sextiles.
What is a sextile?
Okay. So, okay, I did conjunction. Conjunction could be there's really not positive or negative energy. It's just kind of like it can be good or bad depending on situation, right? So like in a conjunction, it's almost like the energies are mixed and you don't know like which one is really influencing you. So like for example, if your sun and moon were conjuncted, it's kind of like you don't know whether the actions that you're taking are from your your sun or if they're like an action that you take from your sun, or like a reaction from like your emotional self or something like that. So not to say that that's a, like I said, it's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just something that could happen possibly if you have planets conjuncting each other. Um, so then you could have a trine, which is considered more of a positive aspect, but it could also be like, so like a trine is like, normally it's a trine if they're in the same element. So like for example, if you have, you know, if you have something in Pisces and something in Cancer, then that is more than likely a trine. Um, it might not be, for example, if you have something at the very beginning of Pisces and something at the very end of Cancer, it's not really a trine. But yeah, if you get the gist. So what it means is like those two things work really well together, are kind of working well together. Um, they understand each other. They have like the same approach to life. So like for example, if okay, let me see, because you have some trines here. Mars trine Jupiter. Okay, that's one of the trines you have. Your Mars is in Cancer and your Jupiter is in Scorpio. So they're trying each other. They're both in water sign. So like
They're both what?
they're both in a water
Oh, okay.
sign. So that means like your Mars and your Jupiter, like they're doing different things, but they're kind of working together to do similar things, if that makes sense. Like
Different
they
different ways to achieve the same thing.
kind of like your Mars is going to be like aggressively doing nurturing stuff, which is totally weird, but whatever. And your Jupiter is going to be secretly seeking knowledge or whatever. And somehow they're going to work together because Cancer and Scorpio are both water signs. I don't know. I have no idea because I'm not an astrologer. And they're trying each other. They work well together. The only reason that doesn't that's a okay, let me use my chart for example. I
I think
have
you should use INFP, but INFJ inside 641. I think
what?
I think
You think
the
you think
person in
what?
chat. Are you
Someone's
looking
in
at
the
chat?
chat?
Yeah, I
No,
wanted.
I'm not looking at the chat.
Oh, I wanted to know if you could do mine next.
Oh, yeah, I could totally do yours, but mind you, I am not an astrologer
No,
and
I know a lot about astrology, so like,
oh, you
yeah,
just want to know what I say
I
or
want to
something.
know your interpretation of it for sure because I like the way that you're explaining it.
Even though I have no idea what Jupiter in Cancer or Jupiter in Scorpio does.
Jupiter and what?
Zach has Jupiter in Scorpio.
Okay, is it retrograde?
I have no idea. I just looked up his little
Jupiter and Scorpio, it's like luck, the planet of luck, and Scorpio, which is like more deep psychology. Um, Jupiter is Gemini run, Scorpio is more water. I think it would be favorable. No?
yeah. So I was trying to explain to him like what trines are or like that his things are.
Oh, I don't know about trines, so
I was doing a little bit of aspects things, but I don't know. Anyway, I don't really understand aspects. I do a little bit, but I don't really. But I could do yours next, totally. This is fun for me. This is like practice because I'm trying to learn more about astrology.
that's cool. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. But I haven't been at it very long, only like not even a year yet.
Um,
So you might know more about astrology than I do. Who knows?
you need
Is
my
this your chart?
that's my chart, yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you the aspects as well.
Oh, you're Aries. I like Aries.
What are you? I'm gonna guess you're a fire sign. You're Sagittarius.
You think I'm a Sag? Aw.
Wait, hold on.
I'm not. I'm not a Sag.
Are you a fire sign?
No, but I have a lot of fire in my chart. I
Okay.
have a grand trine in fire, so it makes sense that you think I'm a fire sign.
Okay, if not, then
I think I'm
are
a
you a
fire
Pisces?
sign, but am I what?
Pisces?
I'm not a
Are
Pisces.
you a
No.
Capricorn?
No.
Virgo?
No.
Cancer?
No.
I don't know then. Terrible.
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, okay. I like Aquarius. Yeah, they're chill.
Yeah.
I like their,
Yeah.
yeah, they're cool. They're my favorites as well.
Yeah. I think that's me that you guess like
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
No, but I'm an Aries ascendant, and
Oh,
my moon is in Leo,
okay.
and
Well,
my Venus is in Sagittarius.
I always make a joke that the people who are Leo um, are always on cam.
Oh, I don't mind being on camera. I just wasn't on it because Zach wasn't on it, and we
Oh,
were like the only in here for a while. So
I'm saying I think that's like a thing. Leo's like, what do you?
Leos always get on cam.
Yeah.
Well, Zachary doesn't always. Zach, you don't always get on cam.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
But
No, stop. But we already discussed his Leo is being washed out by all of his water, so whatever.
Oh, okay. I
yeah,
wonder how it is with Caroline. Carolyn. Um,
Carolyn, are you a Leo too?
are you a Sun
Is she a
Leo?
Leo? Who? Carolyn?
Yeah. Oh, it's like the birth date. So how did you say? Wait, how are you Leo then?
Oopsie. You're born August 14th, so you're a Leo. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Your sun is in your sun when you were born. When you looked up at the sky, your sun was in Leo. That's what Sun Leo is. Your sun was in Leo. So like
The soul,
basically,
which is
like when you're born, when you look up at the sky, your sun, the sun is somewhere, the moon is somewhere, all the planets are somewhere. So like wherever the moon is, like my moon, when I looked up at the sky when I was born, the moon's in Leo. Venus was in Sagittarius and Mercury was in Capricorn. So like all the planets are somewhere in the sky. They're always there. So that's like what really astrology is. It's not just like horoscopes or whatever.
okay. What do you think of my chart? No.
Oh, okay. Let me look at it. Um, I kind of glanced at it a little bit. It's slow. Okay. Oh, okay. That's the thingy. And then, oh no. Okay, right now I'm only pulling up aspects. Where's the chart part?
Um.
I'm not asking, I'm just like saying like, okay, what's happening? Like technology.
Oh, okay.
uh,
The aspects is behind. Is at the bottom. Like there's another link. Oh, it's the same link. Hold on 1 second.
no, yeah, see, it's the same. But I had the other one up 2 seconds ago, so that's why I'm confused.
Hold on, I got you.
I saw your sun was in Aries. Your moon was, I don't remember.
Taurus here.
Taurus. Moon in Taurus is supposed to be a good position for like
The moon.
really stable emotions, like emotionally grounded people or something.
Yeah, right. Yes. Hold on. That's the new link?
Yes, I see it.
Those are the aspects.
Okay.
Let me give you the planets and houses.
A Cancer ascendant.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Are you like really sweet? I can see that. What I mean to say is I can see how you're a Cancer ascendant because I don't know you, and like talking to you, I can see how you would be like, you know, in that first few seconds of that makes sense because you're like kind of quiet, kind of like, I don't know, just the way you're talking. It's like,
It's in my second house. It's the only Cancer.
say it again.
It's in my second house. It's the only Cancer I have. Then I have Mercury in Aries.
Yeah, Mercury in Aries. So like you come across as sweet, but like when people get to know you, you're like F that.
So true. It's so true.
What?
Like
Is that true?
yeah, because like I'm really nice and I'm like I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings and I'm all about like love and like all this shit. And then like when people really get to know me, I'm like the communication of Mercury is direct and doesn't really care what other people think. And that's exactly how
Yeah.
I'm like for sure. But I don't like to come across as that. Like
Cool.
yeah.
So let's see. House is Aries in your your sun is your sun in your 10th house?
I don't know. I've never done that. So I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
Moon, Taurus. Moon is in your. Oh, Taurus isn't on here. Okay. So Taurus is going to be in your 11th house. Moon in the 11th house. Mercury. Mercury in your 10th house. Oh, wow. Most of your Aries stuff is going to be in your 10th house, even though Pisces is on your cusp. That's interesting.
How are you doing the houses thing?
Well, I'm basing it on what you sent me. So your ascendant is Cancer, 2 degrees. And then I see the second house is still Cancer, which is not impossible, just not very, very common for one sign to be in 2 houses, to be on the cusp of 2 houses.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. I think there are different ways to calculate the houses. People do different ways.
Okay.
It kind of depends on what website you use.
Mm-hmm.
And how sure you are of the minute that you were born, which is so stupid, but whatever. I'm just basing it on this. So Leo's third house, you don't really have any plans there. Okay, so for example, your sun is in Aries and it says 23 degrees, 30 minutes. So I'm looking, okay, what house is Aries? Aries is on the cusp of the 11th house, but it's at the very end Aries. So basically the house, the 11th house cusp, where the 11th house starts,
Mm-hmm.
it starts at the very end of Aries.
Mm.
So most of Aries is going to be above that, is going to be in the 10th house.
Okay.
Do you hear me? Or like, do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah, I'm
You kind of
processing.
need a picture, I know.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
processing.
There are like other websites that draw it out for you
Okay.
or that tell you exactly where the stuff is. I'm, you know, kind of. So your 10th house, which is midheaven, um, starts at towards the end of Pisces. And then after Pisces is Aries. And then so the 10th house is the tail end of Pisces and most of Aries. And then the 11th house is the very, very tippity, like it's right on the cusp of Aries Taurus. So
Mm.
like some would say that your 11th house could be like almost Taurus. Like you might have a lot of Taurus influencing your 11th house because all of Taurus is in your 11th house, like
Mm.
all of it based on this.
So it's
And then your 12th house is Gemini, the very beginning of Gemini. Once again, on the cusp of Taurus and Gemini.
I see. This is interesting.
Yeah. So your sun, based on this, be in your 10th house, which would be in your midheaven. So it's kind of like, mm, I don't know. So the 10th house is about like your social status, right? It's like, I'm trying to think. It's like,
10th house, I have it here. It says achievement in the world, authorities, public life, recognition, guides, career or vocation.
yeah. So like when your sun is there, it means like, I mean, like when your sun is in your 10th house, it's kind of almost like you could possibly have a public type of life almost, or like a public appearance that is, I don't know, successful. You have the means of being famous.
I have always thought that, and I'm not joking with you. I've always thought that I should do that.
It doesn't mean you are, but like you could be, or
It's
like you
like
have the,
a focus because that's where the sun is, right? So it's like
yeah,
soul is is attracted to that life, which is
yeah.
it's 100% true. Yeah.
So then your moon is in Taurus, which I kind of said is like, so like you can be like really forceful and like really like like or not necessarily forceful. Well, yeah, forceful and really like I'm trying to think of words. Words are not coming to me.
I mean, like I want things quickly, like the way that
Oh yeah, you could be really impatient. You could be I want to say like bombastic. Is that a word? Is that an actual word, bombastic?
it is a word. I'm gonna look it up.
That's what I think of when I think of Aries. Bombastic. Tell me what it means.
High sounding, but with little meaning, inflated. Yeah.
Oh no, that's not what I mean. Gosh darn.
Pompous,
Because
over
I
sounding, pretentious, verbose, high flown.
verbose, high flown, sure, a little bit. But like I feel like your ascendant and your moon are kind of like on the inside, you're really like stable. So like you can kind of be, I don't know, let me see, how would that play out? Like,
So like my son wants to be like just do things. Just do it.
yeah, just wants to be like on go,
And then
but your moon
they
wants things to kind of be slower, like kind of slow down, son. Um,
And then the Cancer is like feeling everything.
yeah, something like that. Let's see. Um, let's do more houses. Like houses. So your moon would be in your 11th house, which is interesting. So like the way I like to think of houses sometimes is like the area of life that is being affected by that sign and or planet that's there. So it's almost like you're comfortable with things that are uncertain or something like that. Like with Taurus, like with your moon in Taurus, you're gonna be comfortable with like 11th house things, which is I don't know, like
Group
kind
and
of uncertain, weird things.
group
That's
involved.
what I want
Weird things.
say
Group.
to say. Oh,
Is it
group involvement. Yeah, but I don't know. I think of the 11th house as being like the unknown, not the unknown like Pisces unknown, the unknown like yeah, group involvement, but like
collective endeavors, friendships, humanitarian ideals, global awareness? I mean, I think the 12th house is more like that. 12th house is self transcendence, self sacrifice. No?
I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. I guess I guess 11th house is more like unknown people, and 12th house is more like unknown truths.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, it's unknown social stuff. I don't know. Are you shy?
Yeah, I am. But when I like people, I'm not shy at all, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what house is my Mercury in? Is that a thing?
Say it again.
What house is my Mercury in?
It's in your 10th house.
What? That's awesome. Okay. What house is my Venus in?
11.
Mm, okay. What about Mars?
10. But it's also on the cusp of Aries.
Hmm. Okay. Saturn?
Saturn in Pisces. Your ninth house.
Hmm. Okay. And Neptune?
Neptune. Um, your eighth, no, seventh house. Uranus and Neptune would both be in 7.
What about Pluto? It's a big planet, even though it's small.
Pluto in Scorpio. Um, where's Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio's not here. Um, it would be in 5.
Hmm. How does that play out?
Pluto in your 5th house.
Is it my is that how I entertain myself? Like thinking about subconscious things? And so
Yeah, that sounds accurate actually.
yo,
Or think
really
create
accurate.
create wait, what?
It's really accurate actually.
What
Like
did you say? Thinking about unconscious things?
yeah, like subconscious, like psychology.
Unconsciously creative or something weird like that.
Um,
Creating Or I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Creativity,
I mean, it's
and entertainment, procreation, recreation, pleasures, romance, children, play.
yeah, it's like fun. I think of fifth house and I think of fun.
So I'll do it consciously, you mean?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I think of the fifth house and I think of fun. So yeah, to have Scorpio there is interesting
I know.
because you find deep things fun.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And like that's see, I'm an Aries rising, so like everything lines up. My Leo is right there. That's where my Leo is. So it makes sense that like I find drama and fun and music and all my creative pursuits are right where they should be. Like, it's like yeah,
So
let's
it's like favorable
dance.
in a way.
Let's what?
It's like favorable in a way to an Aries. Like favorable aspects for an Aries.
Um, I say Aries. My Aries ascendants are like it's funny because like everything sort of lines up with where it should or not should be, but like where it kind of belongs. So it kind of gives them like a overconfidence about themselves that they don't even realize they have. It's like stop thinking you're all that when you're not. Slow down, Aries ascendant. It's not that serious like that.
I see. And you said
Yeah.
my Neptune is in seventh.
Capricorn, just like every 90s baby, just saying.
Yeah. Maybe that's
I'm
peaceful.
kidding, but I'm not.
What about my
But
Lilith in Taurus? I heard that's bad.
is that on here?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't done much research on Lilith.
Oh my God.
Um,
Um, it's the woman that Adam rejected in the Bible because she was,
okay.
so it represents like our deepest sort of desires and that are bad, that like bite us in a way, like secret sins. And Taurus is a pleasure
Mm,
seeker,
yeah.
like, and it said that Lilith and Taurus are kleptomaniacs.
What in Taurus?
Kleptomaniacs.
Taurus are kleptomaniacs?
Yeah, Lilith and Taurus.
Lilith and Taurus.
And
Oh, okay.
yeah. Oh, what about my North Node in Scorpio? Such a shame.
It's Scorpio. North Node.
Yeah.
Mm, have I done much on nodes? I don't really know about nodes either.
It's like where you're going in life, like where you've
Okay.
been. So
Is
my
it like, wait, is it North Node, South Node? Like, is that much different than the IC and the MC?
yeah, I believe like South Node is like your all the traits that you already have in this life,
Uh huh.
like your default programming, and then it's like so that's your past, but where are you going now? That's the North Node, your guiding light. And so mine is Taurus and Scorpio. So I want to be chill, I want to be laid back, but I should be more like Scorpio because that's where I'll learn more things because I've already done the Taurus thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Let's look at aspects. Mm, what type of order? Oh, okay. I see the order that this is in. I'm like, why is it in this order? Should be like the most important one first, but that's not how it works. This is just how you want it to work. Moon trine Uranus, Moon trine Neptune. Oh, because your moon is in the Earth sign.
Mm-hmm.
Moon conjunct Venus. Not really. See, this website, like, it'll have like the aspects be like, it'll put the orb there, like 7 degrees or whatever. And I'm just like, if it's not five or under, that's not like a real aspect.
Yeah, I heard people say that.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that because I feel like it means more when it's a lower number.
Hmm. People say even 3 degrees.
Three, yeah, I've heard that too, but I don't know. I just feel like five, maybe because looking at my birth chart, like I agree so much with my trines between my ascendant, moon, and Venus that I'm just like, okay, five. I could, I make leeways for it or whatever. Okay, but then like my conjunctions that I have conjunction because my Uranus and Neptune are right on top of each other. Um, and so is Mercury. And like they're all in Capricorn and they're all like right there. And I'm just like, these aren't really conjunctions because I don't really feel this way. Right. But some of them are and some of them aren't. It's weird. And then what else? My Mars is also in Capricorn. So I have 4 planets in Capricorn. And then
Oh, wow.
and that's not even a lot because like I'll like be reading like comments on YouTube videos and I'll be like, you have 6 planets? What? Like, and
No,
then
that's
just
a
getting
lot.
into a video, and I've never looked up stelliums, so I have no idea what they actually are or how they affect you at
Mhm.
all. So I probably should because I think I thought it was 5 planets or more
I think
for
it's four,
stellium, but I'm not sure.
but that's a lot of.
I only have 4 planets, but that's crazy. I know.
6 planets in Capricorn is too much for me.
Oh my God. I'm not, and here's the crazy thing is that I don't come across as a Capricorn.
Mm-mm.
And
But probably when they get to know you, they're like, oh,
no, I don't come across as a Capricorn. I come across as a fire sign.
yeah,
I personally feel like I come across as fire, not earth at all, despite the fact that I have 4 planets in Capricorn. Because, okay, you have to think
you're
like
actually
Uranus
an air sign.
and Neptune. Say it again.
And you're actually an air sign.
Yeah, and actually air sign. I feel like Uranus and Neptune, you can almost count them out because
Everyone has them.
they're they're so far away.
Oh, I see.
They're generational planets. They're so far away from the Earth that their effect on you is minimal, right?
Except Saturn. Saturn don't play. Oh, Saturn. Well,
Okay,
Uranus and Neptune are even more farther than Saturn.
yeah,
What about Pluto
Saturn
though?
is
Pluto
close,
is small, but it does not play.
but Pluto is so far away too
But
that it's
Pluto,
like
no.
Pluto is the furthest away.
Pluto's the furthest and the smallest, but it has the
Hmm.
most, packs the most punch.
But it's see the thing about Pluto is it's generational. Like it's
Oh,
going to affect
yeah,
it's not it's like it's
yeah,
something that you see, but it's not just affecting you. It's like
everyone. Yeah.
yeah, it's like affecting everyone, but it's like those things where like when people talk about millennials, they're
Mhm.
talking about Pluto and freaking Scorpio, right? That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about let me stop. I'm exaggerating, but I'm kind of serious. Like they're not just talking about it's a generational thing. It's not individual. I mean, it can be individual, like when you look at what house it's in or whatever. Like, because for me, it's in the eighth house. For you, it's in I can't remember what house it's in for you, or
Where
seventh
is
or
my
something like
Pluto in? Yeah, let's check. That's
that. I don't remember.
Pluto is 27 degrees 35 retrograde.
Why can't I bring these up at the same time?
Um,
Or can
it's a planet. It is according
I
to
say it again?
astrology.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention to this chat at all. Um, person whose name I don't know.